Hey everybody, welcome to part 14 of Cromwell to Comet. Now, I'm doing really well. I'm doing exceptionally well. So I'm going to speed it up even further. I'm going to basically go through 42 to 49, basically, and the replay will be number 50. So let's recap. 42 was a loss, 43 was a victory, 44 was a loss, 45 was a victory, 46 was a loss, 47 was a victory, 48 was a victory, and 49 was a victory. Now, I ran into a couple of problems here and there. I've messed up some of the numbers. Some of the numbers don't actually add up, because at the end of battle 49 we were at 28 wins and 16 losses to my tally. That is not correct, and you'll get an updated version of the actual numbers in part 15, i.e. the next part, because after this battle of number 50, which is the replay coming up, I do a little recap of the 50 battles so far and how I'm getting on. I basically explain in there what the hell has gone wrong with the numbers, because obviously 28 wins and 16 losses do not add up to 49, do they? It adds up to like 44. Lovely maths there. Just for clarification's sake, battle number 50 was also a victory. A very beautiful round, if I say so myself. That would take it to 29 and 16. 29 and 16. Now, looking at these notes already that I always take for these maps and missions and battles, I know where I've gone wrong, and I explain in the next part, so bear with me. Anyway, let us get on to the replay. Now you'll notice the different mods and such in the game. You'll see that there's different icons for everything, different style. This will all be explained in a later part. For now, we'll just get on with it and enjoy it. So, obviously this is a defense mission. I'm going to take up a position where I can see a couple of things. I am probably a little bit too forward for my own liking, but in general I am looking to try and engage quite quickly, so let's engage this Sherman.
Looks like that one went right through. The driver's a goner.
And unfortunately I take some damage like straight away, which is rather irritating.
That's gotta hurt.
Rather irritating indeed.
Enemy is hit.
So I'm gonna keep trying to hit these targets. I mean, I get a couple of good shots off at the ELC AMX, but I don't really do much damage to him. I get a nice rear shot here, but I mean, it doesn't stall him in any way.
We nailed it
But I
bad.
did take 31% of his health off, which was quite nice. Anyway, I've got to keep moving because of the bloody artillery. Because every time I sit still and the artillery gets a chance, then I really don't like staying still, especially for the arty to kill me, because I think at least two or three of the battles that are losses in the last kind of 10 battles have been all from basically sitting still and getting shot by the arty, which is kind of the first rule of World of Tanks. Is if there is an artillery in the battle, do not sit still, even if you almost certain that you've not been spotted, unless you have the Sixth Sense perk or skill that you can learn, or your crew can learn. Then there is absolutely no chance if you sit still with artillery on the map. Now I take a chance here, obviously, because I'm sitting still now. I have got decent cover, so I can obviously sit still when you've got decent cover, and you can obviously see that I've got decent cover because I'm sat right next to a building. So it's the way it is. So what am I doing here? I am obviously trying to snipe. I'm not doing a very good job because I'm not seeing very much. At the moment they have the advantage. They've got 7 kills to 6 to our 6, and now I'm going to see what I can do against this bloody tank. Now my gun's decent at penetration, but it's really low on actual damage, so I really need to, like, I mean 24% of the health goes off in one shot, which isn't too bad, you'd have thought. But I mean, if he gets one shot off on me, I'm probably close to death. Like, seriously close to death. If he gets a good shot off me, I may be able to survive 2 shots. May be able to, but I mean, if I get hit from a side or something, then it would just be horrible. Now you'll notice that the reticule is not going green, or is not changing colour. It goes green when your gun has loaded. That's the replay doesn't actually show that function along with the where it says ready in time. That's actually seconds in when you're actually fighting. It just doesn't come across in the oh, beautiful shot there. It just doesn't come across in the replay, unfortunately. I should really have been dead there. That artillery should have taken me out, but it didn't. Now I'm going to use the repair kit. At least I should be using a repair kit, that would be wise. I'm going to give this guy a ram. There you go. So I've used the repair kit a bit late. I could have probably killed him without actually having to ram. I've found that this tank is surprisingly, you can get close to a tank. You get close to them, close enough to ram them. Now it may be a good tank to have as a rammer. Get protection, the 15% protection equipment, and you've got yourself a half decent rammer, especially against artillery and especially against light tanks, even against medium in some cases. But never try it against a heavy, because you basically get fucked up big time. Now the reason why I get so many points, apart from the 4 kills, is this moment here, where I actually take a lot of these points off the guys. I've taken half the points there, I take the other half there. I make so many points just by doing that, and I actually get an award for it as well, I believe. Now I'm glad that Hellcat died, because I have a thing for Hellcats. Hellcats fuck me up all the time because they're quick and they're able to keep up with you, and it just they annoy me intently. Hellcats, they're really good to use though. I mean, if you use them, it's absolutely fine. But as soon as you're in another tank, especially one as weak armoured as this one, you find yourself really badly stuck against a Hellcat. Now, I make a stupid decision here. I think to myself, you know, there's nothing left to lose here. And I basically get fucked. And then the flaw in the tank. The gun will not move down lower than that because of the spoiler. What I mean by the spoiler is the air vent in the back. The game is eventually a victory, and you'll see that for yourself when the screenshots come up in a second. But the game does get a victory. And as you can see, I got the medal of Defender. I think it's Defender, the one where you take off as many things as possible. Anyway, stay tuned for the next episode of the series.